a bit of a loading slow there. Interesting. Wendy's taking a little bit of damage. There's some plasma scoring on the other side from our last level, but she's doing fine. Where do you find these pictures? Good question. Next question. Will I elaborate? No. Let's move it out. What do we got? Closing a sortie, full flight of sundials.
We've got a distress beacon in range. Radar's picking up a vessel. Configuration matches a disabled moor line. No further contacts detected.
Send your traffic.
Wonder what that's about. Let's get a boarding team in there. Maybe we can find some intel.
Hey, disabled moor line. Interesting. I'm sending me to the therapy mines. Okay, are therapy mines more or less damaging than sprint mines?
We're underway, Commander.
Asking for a friend.
Roger that. Receiving.
You guys still information? Yeah, you are. Alright, cool.
Aye, aye.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna find out in a second
Standing
once
by.
we get airborne.
Get
Around
it
here.
done.
Whee!
Ready.
Yep, sentinel
Heads up,
flight.
crew.
Alright. We'll get you guys over this direction. Watch that
Considering
flank.
done.
You're gonna go up this direction and watch this flank.
Acknowledged.
You are going to parade yourself over this way. And
Wire
I am not used to
first.
having 4 of these, so I guess we'll have one go like that.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Alright,
orders.
let's move into the rock field and
Force
take a
landed.
look around, see what there is to see. No hostiles
Force landed.
yet,
Aye, aye.
but we may not be alone.
We're on the move.
Never
Receiving.
know what's out here. I've said this about multiple levels before, but this reminds me again of a level from Everspace 2, which is a game I really like. Gotta love these vertical pillars. Yeah, fun to fly around this in a fighter craft, or in this case with the various warships. I think there was talk about some of these levels getting turned into multiplayer maps, and I could probably see this one getting like a couple control points scattered around, like maybe one high, one low, one on the right, one on the left, and then like I know a natural point or two, give some interesting stuff. Big old empty space in the middle, so you have to rotate through. Oop, uncle, hang on a second. Let me just whack that audio cable here. Doink. All right, and doink. That should fix it. Turns out that is not actually a
Standing
OBS specific thing. It is only affecting blue cats. I don't know why, but Squeebles, who's also a blue cat, got the exact same audio crunchy bug thing that you just heard there. It's a weird thing. And I really wish I knew what was causing it, but it's consistent across blue cats and blue cats only. So,
Standing
yeah.
by.
First you OBS, I shake my pod. We'll
Moving.
have our formation
We're
kind
on
of
our
come to a
way.
halt over here.
Ready.
Loom, you're gonna... Oop. Never know why it does that, like, long
Forming up.
range thing. I think it's just because it, like, misses a frame
Forming
or
up.
something. You guys in a formation like
Aye,
so.
aye.
Ooh.
Forming up.
Basically same person? Well,
Heads up, crew.
I'm not sure if I would say that. I am clearly very unique and amazing and never comparable before. Yes, I see no god here other than me.
Ready, wizard. Got a job for us?
What else have we got on this level?
Heads up,
Anything?
crew. Acknowledged.
Real ego. Yes, the ego somewhere. Got some fighters launched, I suppose. We have space for them. Yeah, we'll just do another group of these. Oh, okay. Maybe we budget our. Yeah, we're gonna budget this a little bit better. So we're gonna only do one of those. Go with this. Yeah, that gives us a lot more flights of these. Then our void superiority is going to be less of these. So GM pods, and then I think just this will be... Yeah, we'll do void soup as that, and then this will just be when we're all out. That'll be our alternative mode for pure bolts. We'll call that one bolt superiority. Okay, and we'll just delete the fighter bomber loader because I don't use it anyways. Yeah. Bye-bye. Apply. All right. We got void soup, and then we've got bolt superiority. Perfect. Katanas we'll keep around because they're just whatever. Right, we did sortie one of those halberd skiffs. You should be getting off the deck any second now. Wondering about that.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
On flight quarters to slow down for that, and then... Come on. Up to it, bud. Come on. And there we go. All right. Back up to regular speed.
Mission
Chaplain
coming
flight,
in.
you're going to go check out what is
Confirmed.
over here. This is the no time to stick around. Well, apparently you're immobilized, so there is time
Ready,
for you to stick
wizard.
around. Elaine, buddy.
Acknowledged.
Do.
Locking in.
And we'll move our formation
Moving to that
forth.
position.
Still no enemies
Aye, aye,
on
Commander.
sight, which does
Aye,
not mean
aye.
that there's no enemies. It just means we don't see them.
We're on the way, Commander.
Let's move up
Moving out,
accordingly.
Commander.
Standing by.
Keep our heavies centered
Aye, aye.
in the formation. Sentinel, you're on standby.
Consider it done.
Could be mines around, so we should probably
On
cut you
station.
guys into the middle of the map.
Heads up,
Check
crew.
for that.
Ready,
High
wizard.
tower, you're gonna scout around over
Acknowledge.
here. Soothsayer, keep on the lower side.
Locking in.
Good times to be had. Alright, Seven Sisters is that away, so... well, what's the carrier's angle? Also, do we want to loot from the carrier? Because we're full up on craft right now and torpedoes. Yeah, I don't really think we need to loot this thing. Or can we even loot it? Like, Salt Sea
Standing
is
by.
pretty much maxed out on magazine space. Can't really see it here, but take it from me, in the replenishment screen, we were struggling to fix that. So, yep.
What can we do for you, Commander?
And Longlance, you're going along here. You.
Skiff on station.
Right, you're approved for Hardburn. Let's just get you over
Welcome.
here and search that wreck.
Standing
Hmm.
by.
Do you have any idea why GIF emotes aren't playing? Do you mean like GIF emotes on like Twitch side? Because I know that sometimes you need an
Mission coming
extension
in.
for those to play. If it's animated emotes, maybe you just need to reload your page. That can happen sometimes. It looks like that one's animating just fine on my end, so I know that sometimes it will break because Twitch does like weird things to this page. So maybe just give it an F5. It's
Mission
good for
coming
you.
in.
Take a look what's on board this thing, eh?
Ready, wizard.
High tower, you're gonna be radar
Consider it done.
around here. Frontier, no sight of anything.
done.
Same with you, Sentinel.
Consider it done.
Soothsayer, keep eyes low. It seems to be
Consider
quiet.
it done.
So the client side? Okay, yeah, so just reload your page and that'll be the case. It should animate fine. I think I can see it in chat on screen there anyways, yeah. Yeah, that's a
Skiff on
bug
station.
on Twitch side, which I think has
Multiple
been
drive
done.
flares detected.
Hello.
They must be here to retrieve whatever they can from that carrier. We could really use those replacement craft. We
Stand
can't
by.
abandon it. Let's pull back to defensive positions and ride this out. Then we can get what we need.
Alternatively,
Ready.
we hit them in the face. A lot. That's about where they're going to deploy, I think. So we'll
Standing
zero
by.
on that marker
Aye, Commander.
and go from there.
Aye,
Just
aye.
reset your cache recently? Oh, okay, that might be just what it needs to do. It
Probably.
has to cache things or such.
Aye, aye. Proceed.
We're going to put Windy by, I think, this rock is
Moving.
our best bet. We'll have the heavies face the enemy.
Aye, aye.
Lights as well.
Aye, aye,
You'll-
Commander.
You guys in position.
Probably.
Beam Destroyer is going to be on target here in a
Understood.
second. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll have you guys on standby nearby that line, but not
Locking in.
attacking directly. You.
Acknowledge.
We'll set up like a kind of box area
Locking
here,
in.
okay? We'll go like you below. That should
Acknowledge.
keep all these guys in bubble, and then we'll be able to see whatever they're bringing at us. Let's put you down a little further. High tower. What do I do with you?
Wired
Okay, well,
and
let's take a look at you. You're
Ready.
check your compliment. Okay, this is a bug. This is documented. For some reason, the sturgeons and kudas and stuff appear twice in the list. I think what the issue is that it's reading from like each of the hanger mounts themselves here. I could be wrong on this, but that's what I think it is. I want to say like sturgeons are in 2 of these, and the kudas are in all 4 of them, and that's what makes the list get the 4 separate entries. That's my guess to it, but this is a bug that we have documented and will be fixed. So no, there's not that many fighters on board this thing, but we know there's 12 sturgeons and then 56 barracudas, because that makes sense for the like flight area count thing. I can't remember the name for it. It's not hangars. Flight deck? What do you even call it? The air wing complement. Bunch of perches, bunch of piranhas, a bunch of spearfish, more truncheons than we could ever possibly use, and this. I really wish I could refloat this thing, but we can't do that, so yeah. OSP learned efficiently packing the airway. Yeah, that is actually a factor, which is packing ships full of the maximum amount of craft for carrier service. It's
Got
why
a
you see
job for
certain
us?
old carrier aircraft with the folded wing
Acknowledged.
types, so they're able to just fit that many more of them onto the like hangar or launch pad or such. So yeah.
Heads up, crew.
Cool, seeing some carrier-borne designs like that.
Locking in.
All right, let's get you guys
Executing
set up
your
here. We're going to have
orders.
company in a second, so preparing for that, we're going to grab all of you guys as void soups, since that's our general best purpose loadout. I don't want to overload them with a bunch of missiles, because while I can afford to, it increases the arming time, so I want to keep a steady cycle going, and it also means that we lose a little bit of stuff when we take a loss, so yeah. I mean, like, they can do it by disassembling, reassembling? Yes, that is by, like, you can disassemble the craft fully and, like, lose a lot of the volume of it, just because if you take off the wings, let's say you get like World War II, a aircraft like the B-1 Mustang or a Spitfire. If you take the wings off that and then just tie those together, and you've just got your center fuselage, take off the elevators and the rudder and such, or well, you can probably leave the rudder on. You can fit that thing into a very small space and use that for transport. That said, it's going to take a while to get that thing reassembled, so moving your stuff and then having it like combat ready is two different things. Part of why carrier aircraft were meant to have like their fold down wings that saves them a lot of the deck space. Short bombers here are running truncheons. We could run half and half. I think we'll just go with truncheons for now. The other thing is, if they're burning in towards us, they're going to have aft towards us, so those truncheons will validate for sure against everything.
Send
Let's
to
get you
traffic.
guys airborne then. So Claymores, launch your torp bomber flights. There we go.
Ready.
You guys flight quarters and deploy here.
Heading there now, Commander.
Moving out, Commander.
This is the approximate area I think they're going to deploy at, but it might be a bit offset. We'll see.
Strap in, crew.
I've got these guys for the 3 different angles that I want to keep watch on. So this sundial, I think we'll just have it sit
Locking
back.
in.
Oh yeah, and the skiff here, we should have you RTB, so I've got a freed up number.
Ready.
Seems good to me. Alright, enemy drive flares on approach. We look to be pretty much bang on the money.
Awaiting
Hey,
orders,
I know,
Commander.
'cause it worked so well last time. What if we just fire a Heck Bee right up his butt to begin with? We can use mists for that. The mists has a couple of shipwrecks. Yeah, let's do this. Disperse these fists, eh? I think that if I align this correctly, like so, that will hopefully catch some of those capitals in the tailpipe.
Firing missiles.
Looks like there's 3 capitals and a couple escorts, so
Standing
go with
by.
that. Okay, you
there
get
now,
into cover.
Commander.
Everyone else, deploy your jammers in a second, so if they see you, they won't. Same goes for you, Team Destroyers. And the combat tunes kick on. Let it begin. Okay, these 3 we know are the capitals. We'll mark them as such. And then those escorts should be our other priority.
Helm, take us in.
You can resume here and start lighting up this guy first and foremost. We'll assign a vertical formation. So
Joining
that should be
formation.
best.
Missiles on
You
fire.
need to...
Got a lot of
Okay,
static.
immediate missile fire. Make sure we get that comms jammer up.
Jamming the enemy.
Pull you guys back as we pull the heavies forwards. Seems good to me. Okay, what do we got?
Almost out of missiles.
They see us, but those thunderheads are already going screwy. That tells me that's an MMT. Okay,
What can we
we'll be able to
do for you,
intercept those in
Commander?
a second. They're jamming in turn, but I feel pretty good about this. Let's see. What's our position with our craft?
Heads
Okay.
up, crew.
You are a little close for comfort, so we'll move you off by a kilometer. You are also a little close for comfort, so we'll move you down 1 click as well. And then you are pretty much good, so we'll actually move you in by 1 click or so.
We're being jammed.
Gotta manage our offsets here correctly. Shipwrecks are airborne, so that is going to do a lot against them.
Reporting.
Get you guys
Course
into
laid in.
combat positions.
Enemy
Long
is
lance we
Commander.
can actually
Moving out.
engage, I think, right?
Sensor interference.
What are you?
Send traffic.
We get a lock through any of this
Scope cell.
soup. Doesn't look like
Send
it.
your
Oh,
traffic.
maybe we can. Alright, show me the Heck P money. What do you got? Because you guys should have
Being
come in
jammed. We're
right
starting
on
safety
your
protocols.
first approach. There we
We're
go.
being jammed.
Ooh, that's a liner. Hello.
We're being jammed.
Ooh, right up the tailpipe on that one. More of those to go. Looks like this one's gonna find a carrier. Hello. And we gutted it! 1 shot, 1 kill! Oh, you picked the wrong angle to approach on, my friend. Oh. Alright, looks like we got, what's this, MMT and an MMT. Cool, pair of those to deal with. We can handle that. Yeah, all heavies, you just rotate your fire onto the one that took a shot. You got gutted, so I think that was probably our most... Okay, he gets
Heads up,
intercepted.
they're jamming us.
Are
Enemy is
you
jamming
immobilized?
us.
You should be immobilized.
Break, Spiker inbound.
Taking a look. Okay, quick check. What do we got? You guys are approaching us here. Cool. Yeah, just group the formation for point defense strength. Move the heavies in close, because I think that most of what was threatening us is now dead.
Send traffic.
3, get a lock and fire, because we will try and kill that
Got
guy
it
off
now.
for good.
How can we help today, Commander?
Jamming looks
Standing
strong.
Course laid in.
Good tone and lock.
We're ready whenever you are.
Good
We're
beam
ready
stones
when
along.
you
There we are. Right.
Commander.
Yeah, these guys all seem good. Let's limit our PD missiles to manual fire, since I don't think we need to send too much right now.
ready.
We have a
Enemy
bomber
electronic
wing, which
countermeasures
we
detected.
should
What can we do
use
for you?
because there's actual liners. We don't want to get shot here. Let's set up our next sortie up. Do we need intercept fighters? I mean, I guess we got the deck space going for it, so we'll do intercept fighters, and then we'll get some more claymores up in
Enemy
airborne
missile
with those
launched.
therms. They are.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Fantastic stuff. Okay, Wimby, you're good on position. You are good here. Fire on the guy who's immobilized. Let's try and move you lot up so we get some beam fire going. I guess we can send the
What can we do
CL
for
to
you,
light
Commander?
sweeping
Heads
work,
up,
right?
they're jamming us.
Yeah, okay. Keep the jammers on target here.
Buzzer out there.
And make sure that those do not see us.
There's been a launch.
We should be able to RPF down those things. I
Commence
think.
jamming.
Soothsayer, watch your positioning here. Those are getting a little close for comfort. Frontier, are you good? Yes, you're still in position. And Sentinel, you are not quite in bubbles. We'll pull you in another 1.5 kilometers. All right. I think that we're doing good now.
Send to traffic.
Yeah, those all have been scrambled nicely. This Marauder, we never want to see it move, so we're going to deny its purpose.
What can we do for
And
you,
yeah,
Commander?
with any luck, these 450 HE rounds will get a break into this thing. Alright, that will trim that out very nice.
We're ready when you are, Commander.
Okay, you guys, let's
Understood.
take out
We're
these
on
tugs, because they are a threat down below. Start hitting them with the high explosive shots. Valor and Stare, you're not going to be able to do much here. But you should be able to, I think, kill off these guys up top, yeah. This might be a spotter tug, 'cause it's unarmed. They have flak, though, so... Alright, we'll keep, yeah, let's move Windy over here. I don't think I actually really care about most of the remaining units. Like, we took out a carrier to start with. This one Marauder's crippled. I think Carnage Flight, if we can get our fighters with them, will be able to pen and hit
Enemy
prevent
lock
arms or
detected.
something else close to it at least. A lot of their AMMs already went off, so we
Missile
shouldn't
warning,
have
inbound
that much
spider.
for this.
Awaiting orders, Commander. They're
You
locking
are
onto us,
getting
Commander.
locked up and about to be lit up here. Now this will jam.
Beginning jam.
We got blanket jammers on the other one, so
Standing by.
good. Immediately gonna see those scramble here. You are locked up, which is
Aye, aye,
suboptimal.
Commander. Moving out.
Rather not get
We're
domed
being
here if I
jammed.
can avoid it. There we go. Extra jamming out on target.
Enemy jammer.
So you don't
Our sensors
accidentally
are going
catch.
haywire
on station.
Panther, let's have you guys aggressive intercept, shall we? So that guy
Spider
did
on
not
scope.
get this missile off in time.
Brace for impact.
Alright, there we go. Intercepted. Good stuff. Go
Direct
here.
receive.
Heavies, keep it moving. Boom. Terrible news, have to work. Oh, that's unfortunate, but I hope that your day goes well. All units
Got a
continue
buzzer
salvo
out there.
fire. There's a
Somebody
lot
should
of jamming
lock in.
all at once. God damn. They
Ready
say
for
god jam.
tasking.
You're still moving, so you're going to be a minor threat.
Confirmed.
You're proof of hard burn speed. We won't need
On
more than 2
station.
minutes anyways. Okay.
We're ready when
But
you
two,
are,
let's keep you
Commander.
guys back a little ways as you've wandered unfortunately close to them, and we don't like that. So we need to deny them their stuff here.
Enemy fire inbound.
Okay, you know what? We actually have some squalls that we can send out against these guys, so we're gonna do just that. Like such. Could be a little shift of damage.
The
Okay,
enemy
number
is jamming.
4, where's you? Oh, you guys are in range already. Alright. 4 and 5, you're gonna lock up your respective targets and get them. Good. Let's
Enemy
orient
electronic
your
countermeasures
jammers
detected.
upwards. We are taking some hits
Electronic
here, I
warfare
think, right?
activated.
Yeah, Winter Chain is getting poked at. I don't like that. Have Winter Chain pull back a little ways since they've progressed. You guys are going on the heavies. That's just fine.
Need to get that component on.
We're going to have one of you start firing AP rounds to try and punch further into the hull, see if we can hit any of those other components. Everyone
Ready
else
whenever
should
you
be
lost a
good
component.
here.
Standing
Okay,
by.
what are we losing? Winter Chain, you are taking damage to your cool amplifiers. We can fix that, but it's not great to do. Okay, Carnage
What
Flight.
can we do for you?
Status
Yes,
report.
yes,
You're
yes.
good on present arms, I think. So let's have you head over here at speed.
Wire.
Panther on standby. In event of needing to intercept. Feeling lucky is going to be close for comfort, but could get this hit. Okay,
Acknowledged,
target that
wizard.
thing. Launch your
Flight
torps.
14.
There we go, and then pull back.
Acknowledged,
Launch,
wizard.
launch, launch.
Flight
Good, good,
14.
good.
Scouts.
That should all therm valve off of this thing's engine, and we did just barely miss it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Balls fired on target. That should clean that thing up. Show me the money. Boom. Oh yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
Send
3. Yeah, you guys are still shooting this guy. He's rotated slightly, so hit him with more high explosive now. Okay, those squalls should be doing their jobs down here in a second, since these guys don't have any point defense.
Warning. Enemy lock detected.
Actually, you know, because I have so many missiles, why not fire off a whole bunch of these Accio Thunderheads that I've been saving for a rainy day? You know, because it seems like a rainy day. I'll send 10 of those. Wait, does Mist also have them? No, Mist. Okay, we're not going to have Mist waste theirs. Windy, you're just going to expend your amount. Fair. Your beams are not on target currently, so we'll have to retask you. Feeling lucky's there. We'll have you guys come around the corner and blast them. Did you know you can go up and down in order to skip fights? They will chase you, though. Yes, this was actually something I discussed. You can go to the top of the map like this. As you see, it's based on the exit vectors. It is possible to go like at the top of the map and then try and go around there, but ships will chase after you, so keep that in mind. They will arrive with their tails facing towards you, so that can be good sometimes, sort of, but is generally not what you want to end up doing.
Copy. Opening
Heading and lock onto this thing. Beam stones, let's get you guys in position. I'm going to have you guys break these locks.
Let's blind them.
There we go, that one's dead.
Awaiting
Going to be useful for speed runs. I've tried to hand it speed running it. Granted, the game has changed a little bit since the version that I played during testing and stuff. I think that the live version has a couple of surprises that caught me that I didn't remember or didn't know about. Okay, guys, let's see. Can we get a lock through here? Loom, I want you on target. Stout, I want you on target. Thunderheads ahoy. These should... No, those might not catch. Damn it, they are still rotating. Okay.
Receiving.
Still rotating, huh? Alright, well, fine. Fair enough. Be that way. No skin off my back. You guys like this.
Enemy lock detected.
Alright, you should be pretty much dead, right, with this?
Receiving.
We have you guys locked through? Probably not. We'll just keep pounding with their marauders. They seem pretty much crippled. This is their radar scout, so that's the thing. You know what? We have a handful of these. Well, it's how many? Yeah, we got tons of these, so I'm just going to send out a small handful down here. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough to hopefully cripple you. Advent Flight is airborne with more truncheons. We have a ton of truncheons we can recover on this level. Hi, oh god. You have AMMs, right? Okay. Disengage, disengage. Run, 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 run. Just burn, just burn. You don't need to get shot down here. Yikes. Walked into the flak field. That was not smart. I lost track of them. Okay, you guys disengage in RTB. That's going to be a full whiff on our part, but this is not going to whiff. Let her rip, bud. Beam on target. And you're dead. Yep, okay. You guys rotate fire. 4 and 5. Keep it going, keep it going. You lock up again in a second. We might pulse the beam, or maybe we just go around the corner. Yeah, we can just go around the corner. He's not that much of a threat. The beam will recharge in time. You guys on target? Yes, are. Good kill. Alright, heavies, your target is dead, so let's rotate your fire onto this one. Yep. Yeah, this guy ate a whole bunch of torpedoes, so should be structure broken. Okay, you're all good. Let's rotate your fire then, and play a little aggressive, because I think that he's crippled. And I want to capitalize on that.
Target locked.
He's down here, but he's kind of harmless, so I'm not really worried.
Standing by.
Beam destroyers, you are approved for rotation trace after those multi-mission tugs. Here we are. Hello, nerd. Hello, Crick. How do you do today?
Reporting.
We are having a wonderful time blasting through these guys because we gutted their carrier on drop, and it was kind of hilarious. Truncheons are free for this level because there's, let's see, 37 of them. So yeah, we can be a little funny with our truncheon expenditure since I want to. So there. All right. Force of nature. Yeah, you're gonna try and come around the corner, aren't you? Okay. Rotate your guys' guns onto it. We'll take it out. It's far too hot over here. Hope you're fine over there. It is a little toasty where I'm at, but that's just because I think it's been a little bit hot overall. Luckily, I have working air conditioning, so I'm not going to be completely sweltering, although everyone knows that Canadians in temperature that is above 20 degrees Celsius just turn into puddles. Because it's funny, I'm going to remove this guy from have Bombard Flight do the honors. Adamant, you're going to be on standby and see if we can't maybe get another shot onto the Marauder over here. This Meditorps is going to completely remove this tug. He has chaff, but it's not really going to matter because I think he will lock anyways. Right?
Scope
Oh, actually, no. Right, because Therm is... Never mind, he went backwards and ate it. Cool.
Waiting for
Yeah,
your
Therm
orders.
is only working on larger hulls, not everything.
Flight 15. Scope.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Loving this
We're on your
soundtrack, by the way.
Commander.
Okay, you guys, lock them up and light them up. If you wouldn't mind.
Enemy
Thank
has
you.
been
Target
standing.
acquired.
Understood. Engaging
Let's
the
see.
enemy.
Adamant.
Ready for
Let's have
tasking.
you go against this dude. Ooh, hi
Advance
there.
buzzers.
Okay, that could be a problem. Deploy jammers on that target immediately. Here we get our omnidirectional up. Do we have fighters for that at all? Nothing nearby. Okay. See if we can just tank these or not.
Copy that.
Prioritize
Commander.
point defense. Come on, 20 mils. Take down those thunderheads.
Incoming enemy
At the
fire.
last second. Ooh, swing and a miss. All right.
Spiker.
Close one. Got him good, though. I was wondering if you'd have management and team leading thoughts
We're
about
being
Victoria Camperdown collision because it's
We're
a
getting locked
doozy
up.
corporate spell. I don't know anything about that, actually. Because we've mostly wrapped up. Hey, let's just go for a little bit of trivia here, and you can tell me what that is. Because that sounds interesting. For anyone not familiar, I do a little bit of kind of like training, leadership stuff.
Standing
Mostly,
by.
I just got annoyed that people weren't being taught correctly how to do things, so
We're on
because
our way.
I ended up being good at it, kind of graduated into the
Course
role of
laid out.
helping how to do things correctly. So, since we brought it up on one of Vivi's streams, I haven't been able to catch many of Vivi's streams. I raided into her the other day when she was doing,
That position.
I think she was doing the Neb campaign, but I haven't been around too much. Trying to keep up with a bunch of other peoples and stuff. We don't talk too much these days, but I know she's around, so. All right, I think that's pretty much everything wrapped. So
Ready.
let's just order an RTD all. Get out of here, as it were. We will
Standing
be
by.
replenishing our supply from that destroyed mill line, though. Collision between two British battleships before World War I due to failures in UK RN culture and also ADM Tyrant's management. Okay, I know that historically, the British military has a lot of interesting kind of like officers club divide stuff there.
Send traffic.
This can be seen very well with some series like Sharp, where you get the kind of, oh, admittedly, it's
Waiting for your orders,
a
Commander.
bit played up for the story style, but you see just what kind of characters you get there. It's like, oh yeah, they're absolutely going to be the
Ready.
like very, how to describe it,
Awaiting
officery
orders, Commander.
officers with their whole, oh, I'm absolutely right about this, and oh, you're fools for doing it this way. It's fascinating when people get a bit of a reality check on stuff, usually by people who are the ones who are actually fighting wars or in the respective job or other things along those lines, and they have to try and explain it to someone who doesn't know anything but has the ego that believes that they know stuff. So yeah, it's why one of the most important things is essentially figuring out how to delegate and figure out how to correctly like identify what you know and what you don't know. And instead of being kind of ego butt mad because you don't know something, it's like, all right,
Received.
I'm going to consult the experts. What do they say about this? How do we think this is going to
Stop
factor?
it.
Is that and Tyron wanted to prepare for? Yep, well, you get a bit of other things like that where it's like, okay, well, let's actually prepare ourselves for a real situation.
Waiting orders.
And then there's the whole, like, well, we're just doing maneuvers, we need to show off. Here's the RN, which is the Royal Navy, had extreme authority gradient, and Tyron wanted more initiative. Yep. Thing happens in US too, that's why the enlisted hate butter bars. That is a given thing where, okay, so to understand officers for a lot of people, the butter bar refers to a lieutenant, which is, so your lieutenants, you start off for most places as a officer cadet. You then become like a second lieutenant, which is a silver bar. Is it silver bar? Is it... Wait, hang on. I'm not sure. It goes, yeah, second lieutenant's silver bar, then first lieutenant's butter bar, right? Just making sure I don't get this wrong, because I'm pretty sure it's first lieutenant's butter bar. At least for US Navy.
Aye, aye. We're on the way.
Somebody confirm this for me. I just want to hold on this before I go on to next bit, because I remember the thing was second lieutenants are new on the job, so they have no idea what they're familiar with. So they can't really do much. They're just kind of like a pawn walking around with wobbly legs. And then first lieutenant, you get the kind of attitude for like, oh, well, I know all this stuff, so you should report to me. I'm just saying experience has its own value outside of rank. So even if someone outranks you, technically, if you're like a lieutenant who's trying to give orders to, say, like a sergeant major or someone who's like spent, I don't know, like 6 times the years you have in the military, there's going to be a little bit of iffiness there. Remember, you can have all the ranks on paper, but it's important to know who can actually do the job and who knows what they're talking about. That's why for militaries, things like warrant officers or supply officers are the scary guys, because they have got a job that requires them to make sure that everyone is in kind of the right place or is trained the right way or has other things like that. And you really do not want to get on those guys' bad sides. This is the bias from someone who knows quite a few guys in the military. Guys and gals, I should clarify that. At the all-inclusive hand wavy. But yeah. Yeah, so if you have a bunch of the lieutenant types, you see this quite a bit in various historical accounts where you get a lieutenant who is some guy's rich son who moves into a military position. He doesn't know jack about anything and is trying to, I don't know, just kind of flaunt his stuff. Like, oh, yes, I'll swashbuckle and do all this stuff. Like, that's a great way to get yourself killed. Yeah. Piss off logistics, find a grenade, gets misplaced rapidly. It's not so much that. That's bragging, which is more so about, like, bad officers in various situations, which is a thing that does exist. People don't want to acknowledge it, but it is kind of a thing when you're in a stressful situation like that. It's more so like being aware and saying like, okay, this is our supply guy. He's the one who makes sure that we have all of our fuel, all of our munitions, all of the like bonus luxuries that aren't really talked about, but it's nice to get like your little care packages and mail and stuff on time. So let's not piss him off. Okay, maybe he parked like an asshole and he doesn't have his license plate perfectly up to date. Don't like try and start a fight there, because that's just lose. Like, you might win the battle, but you will lose the war.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Okay, there's a whole carrier that we insta-gibbed on approach. Where is it? Present arms, no. Nature, no. Hazard. It's somewhere around here. So yeah, we got 2 carriers that we can loot now that never sorted to fighter. Fantastic. Harvin had made a flag code that was faster and also didn't require acknowledgements before action. Old flag system required several minutes before order execution. Okay, yeah. And that's a case of, like, fast communication, where you get things like the Morse code communication system with the flashing lights and such as a backup, which ships are still going to be equipped with, because turns out radio antennas can get shot off, and you have other ways to want to avoid radio silence breaks, but you can get away with a directed beam of light flash. So, kind of cool how that works. Fighting with anyone in supply over ego is a surefire way to make sure your life is pain. Yep. I am just saying, in the jobs I have worked, every single time I was nice to the ladies who worked in supply. I knew that they were the ones who had all my tools and various stuff, so it was wonderful having them as friends. And holy shit, when they gossips, it was just kiss hilarious stuff. Completely trivial stuff too, but it was really funny to listen to. Felt like I was in high school for half the time.
Moving out, Commander.
Tyron tried to have faster acting ships and independent officers because ships are faster, but the codes are slow and radio isn't quite there for competence. Yep, and there's like a case of, again, how fast is your communication, because ships in video games and tanks in video games and stuff, all of them respond instantly. If you want like a more realistic thing, you have to factor in, okay, how long does it take to receive the message, decode the message, give it to the people involved, allow them to actually verify what you're talking about, and then make adjustments. Versus me, where I see like, oh no, incoming track, I order a ship to instantly shut off its radars and then rotate over. There's a bit of lag. Yeah. Logistics being what smartest generals. Yep, we addressed this in a previous room where the smart generals, like, they will be focused on logistical like things instead of the tactical. Tactical, very good for winning a battle, but you do need logistics. You cannot fight a war or any other conflict without them. It is that important. It's why Sun Tzu's Art of War is basically a guide for people who are not generals or just military leaders or other like positions like that, to understand kind of how to fight in a war in the sense of like leadership role, which more or less comes down to supplies are good. Deny the enemies and keep yours alive. And no, you cannot just send everyone over here and expect them to forge their way to victory. You need to give them food. Carrier command is a bit like that. Yeah, I've seen carrier command. That's where everyone's like a officer and they're taking on different roles there and they have to manage things. I might check with the crew that I kind of play with on weekends to see if carrier command is something we're interested in, because that has been on my radar for a little bit. I don't know what it's like these days, but it could be fun. Officers of the 2nd Squadron didn't just... Yep, and that's the case of when you have a bunch of people who are on the same page and move effectively and reliably, it is so incredibly effective. Like, you just need to have a bunch of people who know what they're doing, are on the same page, and can execute effectively, and you will get more done than trying to herd cats for however long it takes. Officers kind of ran the Victoria with the camper down and sank it, killed 300 people. And this is a case of people not adjusting because they think they know better. And now you've got a mass casualty event. Womp womp.
Commander.
Yeah. There is plenty of cases of stupidity winning throughout history. Has happened before, will happen again. Ooh, hello.
Windy, this is Carlos. We're overriding the airlock. Stand by. We're in. Boots on deck. Atlas team with me to the bridge. Boxer team, take to engineering. Damn. The ship's a lot bigger on the inside.
Ooh, it's British.
Looks like nobody's home. All the lifeboats are jettisoned. Visual confirmed on open ports from the exterior. Boxer team's at central control now. Looks like there was a massive reactor leak and have burned out all of the engineering spaces. Everything further aft is slag. Totally inaccessible. Entering the bridge now. We've got navigation logs here. Says the event triggered during transit away from the gate. This ship was part of the blockade. Something feels off here. Pulling the drives now, Windy. Exfil in 20.
There you go. Was it sabotage?
Definitely
Was it a
placed
fluke?
the ship at the blockade.
Hard to say.
It appears to have withdrawn only recently. I suppose from an engineering standpoint, it looks like they were just unlucky. With how fast OSP shipyards are converting these ships, it's not surprising. They would have to cut more than a few corners to keep up this output. The redeployment orders are in here too. This ship was one of those redeployed in that message we intercepted a few days ago. It seems this ship was part of a group that was heading further in system, far from the gate. But why? I just don't know.
Another mystery, but we have to move on. Divine whatever answers you can, Commander Pharamond, but quickly. We're in striking distance of Bulwark and we have a serious fight ahead.
Alright, well, another mystery to ponder. Yeah. Alien invasion. Oh yeah, aliens, totally. No, there's not aliens in... It's kind of like Battletech, where it's just humans in the setting, and I think that's, in a lot of ways, kind of more interesting, because it gives a very personable, relatable approach thing. Aliens are cool in various settings, don't get me wrong, but I like how Neb is just, nope, it is humans. These are human problems. Cool. Battletech has birds. Yes, they were so hated that they were more or less retconned out of existence and exist as a footnote in the lore. That is Battletech's approach to thing. Let's get, well, what's your craft like? Yeah, you're full up. So, okay, I was right. Sturgeons, barracudas. I'm betting that the thing that we saw there with,
Standing by.
Flight 19.
yeah, we see how it's split like this. I'm betting that 2 banks are full of sturgeons, and then 4 of them have cudas, and that's just what's causing the math to go funny. Series of Universe B movies. Yep, that is also true. The Battletech cartoon that exists in the actual canon of Battletech. You can play that in the DLC, I think, that they just put out for MechWarrior 5 Clans. I've not touched MechWarrior 5 Clans for a hot minute, but they included it as the, like, attention, Somerset Isle. I am, like, what's his name? Something, Jade Falcon. Like, who are you? What the hell is a Betchall? Okay, sure, buddy.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Love those references. That's how you do a retcon. You make it say, yeah, this is something silly. It was deliberately made silly because it was an in-universe propaganda slander of the clans. Star Colonel Malthus. Okay, I don't really need to loot much off this. We already took the torpedoes, right? Yeah. I don't think I can fit any more torps on the ship, so we're just gonna hop out from here, let the craft land. Should have enough space, I think, right?
Not many missiles left.
He didn't loot any craft. Malthus actually sued the company that did the series. Yep,
Awaiting
in universe,
orders,
we're like, oh,
Commander.
this is slander against me. It's like,
We're ready
you
whenever
showed up
are.
and you said that, like, pretty well. So,
On the move.
is it though?
Course laid in.
Lost because he punched the judge. Oh, yep, that's Battletech Clanders for you. I love Battletech.
Standing by.
Fun fact, Battletech
Standing
lore, for control of a planet, they played a football match. The Inner Sphere thought that the Clanners did not know what the game football was, and was surprised when the Clanners fielded a full team of like 7-foot, 300-pound elementals. Because, yeah, they know what football is, and they had to give control over it. It was really funny that's just, well, we messed up with this one.
Receiving.
Alright, let's get out of here. I don't feel like
Copy that.
looting too much more. We've
Forming
got
up.
work to do today, so.
Commander.
Lost because the judge said representation was close enough to not be slander. They challenged the judge to batch all, and when the judge refused, he tried attacking and got kicked out. Yep, there you go. Battletech lore moment. Again, positions of authority you don't really want to piss off. Judges. Probably someone that you shouldn't be trying to challenge to your 1v1 me bro thing. Yeah. Judges, people in logistics, cooks as well, any support staff generally, like cooks, supply, people like that. Be nice to them. It is pretty much free to be nice or courteous, even if someone's like maybe a little bit of a knob, like, okay, you can still get along well enough with them, and it will help so much stuff. I am of the opinion that like a case of beer and a pack of smokes can be seen as the lubricant that drives most of society. It's really impressive how well it works when you get someone who's just willing to give you like a little favor or a little bit of a push in the right direction and just kind of hear out one request or so, or do you a favor. Because if you've managed to annoy the people who are in charge of trying to do the respective roles that they are meant to and do well, then yeah, you're gonna be for a bad time. I'm not even gonna bother looting this stuff because like literally Salt Sea is full, Windy is full, we can't fit anymore. I am so full of torpedoes, yum. No one has ever thought less of you for bringing cookies, and you don't care for the theoretical people who would. Exactly. Like just play the cookies. Congratulations. You have someone who will now fight for you. It's that simple. Let's see. Never really cared about the jihad. Right. That was the weird era of Battletech where everything went super tech what's it, because they decided like Comstar was going to do their whole like Holy Crusade Word of Blake thing, and then they shut off the like connection between worlds, which was the hyperpulse generator network, so no communications across systems. That was a odd time in Battletech that everyone just kind of like hand waves over. It's like, yeah, never mind that weird stuff. Okay, everything after clan eras was yeah. Like Battletech's strength, I am still of the opinion 3025 was its like strong era. 3025 to like just before the clan invasion proper, I think was one of the greatest eras for it. I'm still very like Third Succession War pilled, so that 200-year low conflict period I think was cool. Clan invasion, I don't know. I always felt like the clanners were just kind of a bad guy faction they introduced with new tech and stuff, and then they had to bring the Inner Sphere up to snuff, and it kind of felt like they paved over things when the Inner Sphere was fighting itself well enough already, and I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on Battletech lore. This is a Nebulous stream, though. Let's try and walk this a little bit back onto topic, which is going to be, I guess we can do a comparison between the OSP and the ANS. As we see, the ANS has all their fancy tech stuff with the hybrid missiles and stealth bombers and all of its other cool jazz, the advanced EWAR, the Auroras, which we don't actually have on any of our ships here, but Auroras, Sarissas, all their cool tech, versus the OSP is like, all right, what works and how much of it can we make? Let's go with that. Comstar increasingly saying, yep, that is a bit of it. Own worst enemy. Nebulous is Battletech, but in space. Fun fact, Battletech is in space. There's a whole set of rules for doing Battletech combat with various ships, kind of like Nebulous ones. That's Aerotech, if memory serves. Spelled Aero as in like how you do A-E-R-O. That has some rules about like Transformers mechs, which will swap between like land and air mode, and then there's the whole rules of fighting in vacuum, which is because heat sinking sucks in vacuum, so yeah. Kind of cool there. I was hoping you wouldn't mention it. Sorry, I brought it up, and now you're going to go down the rabbit hole. Aerotech is the fighters, that's actually rules for space combat. Yeah, there's the fighter combat, and then there's like the warships and stuff. They have the stat sheets for these all somewhere. There's a bunch of different Battletech supplement-y stuff. Battletech spaceships that would wipe Neb. Yeah, well, I mean, Battletech is set like for a very future setting. Neb is essentially Cold War in space, so yeah. Aerotech is slang for air-breathing turbines craft. Huh. Didn't know that.
Standing by.
Fascinating. Well, we're all learning something today after we've hell murdered a level, so folks, I think we're going to go on to the next one here. Let's do Seven Sisters then, shall we? Actually, I'm going to be smart about this before we do that. So, we learned our lesson from Frostline. Frostline had some performance issues. I'm going to just save here, folks, okay? We'll save as this will be a faded call. Oh, we got a lovely thumbnail picture there. We are going to do our ad break intermission thing. I'm going to head back to the main menu and then exit out of the game and reload and stuff. Okay. So I'll get a fresh reload thing, and then we're going to do Seven Sisters, and that should hopefully not cause any major performance issues. Oh, and using the power of the screenshot tool, check it out. I got the lamplight logo. Yippee! You can get this yourself from the campaign editor if you just want to go in and, like, I just did a window snip and then cut it out in Photoshop, so that was fun. All right, folks, anyways, we will be right back. I'm just